Alrighty, what's going on, guys? So OMIGHTY back out again with your weekly Rust skins videos, and as we can see, we've actually got a fat looking Rust item store for this week. So we've got the bombing set continuing with the bombing Thompson, blackout set continuing with the blackout bar, bolt action rifle, bolty, Symbiote SMG, new skin, doodle set continuing with the doodle garage door, new metal monster door, looks pretty cool. We've already had the camouflage hoodie and pants plus more. We've also had the bee hoodie and pants plus more, and now we have the Ladybug cosplay. So I'm assuming that's going to continue as well. Hoodie and pants, nice. And then we have a new bow, which is called the Nuke Bow. So let's get started with the hoodie and pants. We do have the Ladybug cosplay, and these are going for $1.35 each. Now, personally, I'm not a massive fan of these, but the few people I've talked to about this skin today, these skins, they are fans of them. They like what they look like. I really don't like what they look like, but I do think that they're going to be a set that is likely to continue, just like the camouflage and the bee cosplay, which I was just talking about a second ago. So I will recommend investing in the Ladybug cosplay hoodie and pants for this week. They are quite unique looking hoodie and pants skins, and they're going to look good when they get their full set made, which they most likely will, and it'll most likely get accepted. Overall, I'm not a massive fan of them, but I do still think that they're going to be good money makers and pretty safe investments for this week. They're only going for $1.35 each as well, which does make it a lot safer. And currently the Ladybug hoodie is second last on the top sellers, and the Ladybug pants are third last on the top sellers. So I do think they're going to be a safe investment for this week, and so I will recommend investing in them. Alrighty, moving over to the Blackout BAR. This is a bolt action rifle, also known as the bolty. Going for $4.15 above center store price, is a continuation of the Blackout set. The Blackout set has been super successful, big money maker. $4.15 is going to make it a little bit harder for you to be investing in the Blackout BAR, although this is the first one of its kind with a unique looking cutout stock. And overall, I actually love this. When I first saw this morning, I had a look at it on my phone for the top picks for the donators. I saw this and actually thought it was an L9 skin just from first glance, just because of the different stock. I actually love what this stock looks like. I think it looks super clean and just makes the gun look that much better, in my opinion, and really does stand out compared to a lot of the bolty skins. Currently, there is quite a few bolty skins that are actually cheaper than this Blackout BAR, which, to be precise, which is actually pretty fine in my opinion. There's 23 bolty skins on the market, 3 pages, and if there's only 4 that are actually below this price, then I do think the Blackout BAR is going to be a pretty safe investment. Plus, as I already said, it is Blackout, and it is a continuation of the Blackout set, so it's definitely going to go up in value anyway because it's already got the demand there. But overall, I do see the Blackout BAR being a safe investment for this week. So it currently will just remain, it's currently the second on the top sellers, but I do think it's just going to go from first, second, or third throughout the entire week on the top sellers, probably staying in the first or second spot. But overall, I do think that even with oversaturation, the Blackout bolty is going to be a safe investment. We don't really get that many bolty skins coming out that often, and I do see it going above $4.15. So for that reason, I would definitely will recommend investing in the Blackout BAR for this week, and I absolutely love the skin. It looks sick. Alright, moving over to the bombing Thompson. I absolutely love this skin. I think it looks really cool. So I saw it the other day on the workshop and I was like, damn, this needs to get accepted. It got accepted. $3.45, which is slightly above center store price for weapons. I do still think that this is going to be a safe investment, even with the price being a little bit higher than usual. It's currently at number 1 on the Rust item store, and it's going to remain in the top 3 the entire week, I do think. So I don't really think that's going to be a problem. We don't get Thompson skins ever. The last Thompson skin we got was the Azul Thompson, if I remember correctly, and I think that's probably around about $12, $15, something like that. Actually, it's probably even higher than that. And I think that's probably around about $17, something like that, just off the top of my head. So overall, the bombing Thompson looks really cool. I love the graffiti. I love the bayonet on the front, on the handle. I think that looks really cool. $3.45. I do see the bombing Thompson being a very successful skin, especially as a long-term item. I don't think it's going to have to be a long-term item. I think you're going to be able to make some short-term profits off it, but as a long-term item, this thing's going to stonk. Overall, I'm definitely going to recommend investing in the bombing Thompson for this week, and I do think it's going to be a safe investment. Alrighty, moving over to the Nuke Bow. This is going for $2.75, which is center store price for weapons and tools, so that is a good spot for it to be at for the bow. Overall, hunting bow skins really don't have the highest demand, in my opinion. So they're not going to really make you that much money as a short-term investment. but currently the Nuke Bow is last on the top sellers, so good spot for it to be at. People are saying that it's kind of pay to win because of the holes down the shaft of the bow, if that's what you want to call it. Personally, I don't think it's that crazy if you compare it to the Blackout Bow or Wild Thorn Bow or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they have way more space. Overall, I don't really think that's going to change anything with the price of this, but I personally do like the design, and I do think that other people will probably like the design of it as well. It's very simple, but quite clean looking. $2.75 should be alright for this Nuke Bow. Personally, I don't think it's going to be the best investment, although the cheapest bow on the community market is $1.99, and then after that's $2.91. So only one of the bows really are below center store price, so you're not really going to be in too much trouble out of the 30 bow skins that are in the game. And I do think that this looks better than the majority of them. So for that reason, I will recommend investing in the bow skin for this week. I don't think it's going to be the best investment, but I do think it's going to be a pretty safe investment. The only reason the Pharaoh's bow is cheaper than the Russ Item Store's price is because 425 of them are currently on the community market. And just to compare, 425, and just to compare, the next cheapest bow has 41 on the community market. So the Pharaoh's bow got oversaturated to the absolute max. Like it's actually crazy how many of them got bought, way too many. So that is why that's happened. And currently the Nuke Bow is last on the top sellers. So good spot for it to be at. For that reason, I will recommend investing in the Nuke Bow for this week. Right, moving over to the Symbiote SMG. Overall, I actually really like this custom skin, $2.75. Standard store price for weapons and tools. And I think this is a really good spot for this Symbiote SMG to be at. Although it is at number 3 in the top sellers, I do still think that that is going to be a safe spot for it to be at. And it is stockless, which a lot of SMGs are stockless now, but I do still think that it does make it quite unique and could potentially increase its value. Currently, there is no custom skin below $2.75, so I'm just going to say it now. The Symbiote SMG should be a safe investment. But overall, I really do like the design. I think it's a very standout looking skin, especially compared to a lot of the other custom skins, and you don't really ever see those green and black gooey looking skins in Rust, and I do think that because of that, it is going to make the demand of the Symbiote SMG a little bit higher, and if this set continues, then this thing is going to end up stonking. Only $2.75. I see this definitely being a safe investment for this week, so for that reason, I will recommend investing in the Symbiote SMG for the easy cash funds. Alrighty, moving over to the Doodle Garage Door, going for $2.75, which is the standard store price for deployables like garage doors. Currently, we have around about 1 million garage doors on the community market. We have 62, we have 7 pages, and the first 2 pages of them are below center store price. So not the best thing for garage door skins, but the Doodle set is quite a popular set. But honestly, I don't really think that it is a very standout garage door. It doesn't have any glow or anything like that. It is quite unique. It is pretty, well, I mean, it's just white, so that's pretty cool. But currently it is midway through the top sellers, currently in 4th spot. I would recommend keeping an eye out on this garage door throughout the week. If it goes into the top 3, I probably wouldn't recommend getting it. But if it does remain in the lower half, then sure, pick up a couple. But overall, I don't think that the Doodle Garage Door is going to be the safest investment for this week, just because we have so many garage door skins out already. And we're also getting a whole bunch of free garage door skins from the Twitch OTV thing, which will reduce the demand for every garage door in the game, especially if they're not already glowing, which this Doodle Garage Door doesn't appear to have any glow. So for that reason, I don't think that the Doodle Garage Door is going to be a good short-term investment. But as a medium to long-term investment, I do see it making you money just because it is part of the Doodle set, which is quite a successful set. So I still will recommend investing in it, but if you're going for just short-term profits, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Doodle Garage Door for this week. But if you're happy to hold on to it and use it as a play skin, then I do think that you're going to make more than $2.75 back from it once you sell it on the community market. So for that reason, I will recommend investing in it as a medium to long-term investment, but I won't recommend investing in it as a short-term investment. If you want to maximize your potential profits, then place a buy order on the community market and get it from there, and then obviously sell it later when it's more expensive. Alrighty, moving over to the Metal Monster Sheet Metal Door. So it's just called the Metal Monster Door on the community market when you're looking for it if you can't find it later. Going for $2.05, which is actually the center store price for deployable doors, not what I just said for the garage doors. Overall, this is a very unique looking sheet metal door skin. I'm definitely going to say that. Pretty weird, but it is definitely standout. I do think it definitely would have performed better if it had glow. Maybe if they just made the eyes glow or something like that. but I do think that you still can make money off of this skin, just because there is currently 121 sheet metal door skins on the community market, and only 1.5 out of the 13 pages are actually below standard store price of $2.05. So I do think that this is going to be a safer investment, but I don't think it's going to be a short-term investment. It's definitely going to be more on the long-term to medium-term side. Currently it is in the middle of the top sellers, so it's an alright spot for it to be at. If it goes any higher, I wouldn't recommend investing in it, but if it stays mid to low in the top sellers, then I do think that it will be a pretty safe investment. So not really too much to say about this one for this week. If you want to be making quick flips, short-term investment, I wouldn't recommend investing in the Metal Monster door for this week. But if you're happy to use it as a play skin and hold on to it for a medium to long-term investment, I do think that Metal Monster door can make you money, but just keep in mind, I don't think it's going to be the best investment for this week. So what I'd recommend to do is place a buy on the community market and get it for a little bit cheaper on there, and then sell it later when it goes up in price, so you're happy to get rid of it. And now we move over to the cart. Alrighty guys, this is my cart for this week. I'm getting at least one of everything. I'm not going to get the sheet metal door just because I don't love it personally. I'm going to get 2 of the Bolties, 3 of the Thompsons, 5 of the pants, 3 of the hoodies, and 3 of the customs. Going to cost me $43.20. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you go and comment on my tips and tricks video so that it gets more views, gets more comments, and more people see it, share it around, because that took me a long time to make. Going to cost me $43.20. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.
Why? 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 Why?